It's Madmen Sports,
The madness.
your friendly neighborhood podcast. What's going on, guys? We got Diamond Dave in the building. We got Zach, myself, Jake. You already know.
Tomorrow's the day. Today's the day.
Today is the day. If you're watching this on Thursday.
Or yesterday was the day if you're watching it on Friday.
We're
in the day. We're in the day.
We could possibly have a new Bills player. Maybe not.
What do you guys
Who
think of
knows?
him? Drop in the comments what you guys think of this guy.
We'll have more
Or-
videos
or-
once we pick him.
Or girl. Revolutionary franchise.
That's
Listen,
a big brain.
This weekend, man. This weekend, we find out if we can add a player to get us over this hump right here. The Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Can we get over this hump? That's what we're looking for this weekend. Whether it be a running back, D-line, tight end, wide receiver,
Cornerback.
corner, linebacker.
Kicker.
No.
They better not take a kicker in the first round.
All
At
weekend,
all.
they better not
At
take a
all.
kicker.
Actually, I know, quick side note. I saw this thing on a video on TikTok. Would you, if it was available,
What's
you
TikTok?
Doesn't matter. You have a punter who can guarantee every time he punts the ball that he corner kicks it on the 1 yard line. Would you take a punter in the first round?
No. Because he'll be there in the fourth round.
Debatable. Maybe wrong. If you could guarantee your opposing team to start on the 1 yard line every possession, I think you might want to take him. Zach?
Off the top of my head, I believe that the average starting field position for the NFL is 28-yard line. So if you can cut off 27 yards from every drive for your opponent, I think I'd take it. I guess I think I'd take it. It's tough, but I'd take it. That would just be assuming that my quarterback sucks because I'd have the first pick. So that my drives wouldn't be going anyway. So yeah, I guess I'll do that. My team sucks, so of course I'd take a punter because my team sucks. I got to this position by some sucking. Let's continue. I would try in a quarterback first, though. But whatever.
More importantly, back on track.
We're looking for a way to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and get to the Super Bowl and then get to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and win the Super Bowl. That's what we're looking for this weekend. We found the franchise quarterback. We're not looking for that. We found the quarterback of the defense, Tremaine Edmonds. We aren't looking for that. We have Matt Milano. We're not looking for an outside linebacker. We have a great offensive line. We're not looking for a starting offensive line right now. We have wide receivers. We are looking for a missing link. True or false? Are we looking for anything else this weekend? We are looking for a guy to get us over this hump.
I'm looking for best player available.
What if it's a quarterback?
We don't take a quarterback with the best player available because the best quarterbacks will be gone by 30.
Well, best player available.
Laramie Tunsil scandal.
I believe that best player available is a myth. You draft for need no matter what.
Well,
I
it's going to
think-
be a tough decision for Brandon Beane because there are not a lot of holes.
Well, some teams do best player available no matter what their needs are every year.
At least 3.
Exactly, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are the number one pick again because they do that. You have to draft for what you need for your system at this point. And best player available that might narrow it down to best player available out of my needs. But if best player available is more true, I believe, in the deeper rounds. Right now, you are looking for an impact player. First round, second round, we're looking for a Zay Jones. We're looking for you are at that time you needed a guy to be an impact player for your team. He was for a couple years, shipped him out. We're looking for another Zay Jones. What better?
Isaiah Hodgins. I got a lot of faith in the kid. I'm excited.
I
to
do
see what
too.
he
I
does.
do as well. And I think him, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs are the future. But maybe they get a guy. Maybe they get Kadarius Toney. Maybe they get Jamar Chase. Listen, there's a lot of ways there's a lot of ways this draft could break out. It's a very unique draft because there wasn't a full college slate last year. But we are looking for a way to get over the hump. Like I mentioned with Ryan the other day, we're not looking for a franchise quarterback. We're not looking for a cornerstone player. We're looking for a player that fills a gap that our team currently has in order to get to the next level. Final predictions as we talk about it here. Dave, who are you going with your first pick?
I'd always have to go first. It's going to be a defensive lineman. And I actually think it's going to be Christian Barmore from Alabama, big boy. He's actually on top of a lot of people's charts for being a defensive lineman. He's going to pair nicely next behind Ed Oliver and Starr, and maybe eventually take over Ed Oliver's role. I think that's who we go. And I actually think second and thirds are going to be very defensive heavy. I don't think we touch running back until like fourth or fifth. Sorry.
I believe there's an outside chance they don't touch running back. Jake, what's your first round pick?
I think we're going to go cornerback. There are going to be a couple prospects that could possibly be available, so I'm not going to give you a specific player's name, but I think you just want more depth. You want someone who can line up opposite side of Tre'Davious White in the event that Levi Wallace or Dane Jackson don't progress/regress. I think that's one of your biggest holes on this team. Not saying it is a big hole or even a medium-sized hole, but I have a hard time finding holes on this team, and I think that's where they'll go.
I think D-line is the pick. I think that Gregory Rousseau,
Florida, right? Miami.
Gregory Rousseau will be the edge rusher that I believe that they take. I think that they look to have him and A.J. Epinesa be the cornerstone edges that you're looking for from here on out, with Ed Oliver in the middle. They will eventually need to get a defensive tackle outside of Star Lotulelei because he is gone after this year, without a doubt, I would say. So I do think you go edge here. I think that there's a lot of smoke around Travis Etienne, and I don't think it's without merit. Benjamin Albright, who almost always for the last 5 years have hit on the Buffalo Bills picks, has them taking Travis Etienne. He believes that he was right about Josh Allen. He was on with them being linked to Tremaine Edmonds. He says, without disregard, he goes, this was his line. He said, if Travis Etienne is a smokescreen by the Bills, it would be the first time in 5 years that I'm wrong about their pick. It had to happen eventually. He has not been wrong about the Bills pick. He has them pegged to take Travis Etienne in the first round.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have to put your faith in Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott. They've gotten us this far.
They deserve benefit of the doubt.
The saying has been beaten into our heads for the past 4 or 5 years. Trust the process.
Jake, do you know who Travis Etienne's running back coach was at Clemson?
No, I don't really.
C.J. Spiller.
Really?
So there is a Buffalo connection there. I really don't think it's him, though.
I think the connection's dead. I mean, C.J. Spiller to Buffalo, sure, but I don't think there's anyone in this administration that gives a shit about
Well,
C.J.
no,
Spiller.
I'm saying C.J. Spiller is familiar with Buffalo. So
Do you know who the quarterback coach is in Clemson?
I'll say it again. I don't care, but sure. go
J.P.
ahead.
Lossman.
what do you care about?
Not much.
Fat, big, old.
Percentage at the Bills. What's your guys' percentage at the Bills even draft tomorrow? Or don't draft, for that matter?
110%.
Sorry if that was
You
loud.
think they stay in the first round no matter what?
Without a doubt. They are in the talent acquisition business. You do not lessen that.
I
draft day yesterday?
actually think there's only a 30% chance the Bills even draft, because they have a perfect chance to get out of that fifth-year option, which is being talked
this
about.
dollar that they drafted.
You don't have a gambling addiction, remember?
I do not. That's why I'm betting you this.
Then no.
I'll bet you $10,000.
That's a gambling addiction.
Who wants to go to the casino with Madmen Sports?
Not tonight.
Who wants to go to Vegas with Madmen Sports? Buy our plane
Wait a
tickets, buy
second.
our hotel, and we're there.
Can you place bets on players being drafted places?
Probably.
Probably.
Is that a thing at the casino?
You can probably, maybe not at the casino, but you could definitely bet on anything.
Yeah.
No.
I'll take that up right now. I bet you that the Bills draft tomorrow.
Are we doing this tomorrow, guys? Are we podcasting?
We can. We'll do a first round review, but this is for the weekend. What other positions do you guys think that we need to pick up on Friday and Saturday in order to fill out our depth? Where do you see our depth weakening a little bit, Jacob? That maybe we need to shore up.
I'm gonna say wide receiver, and you may say, Jake, we probably have one of the best wide receivers
Oui.
in the league. Well, you look at Emmanuel Sanders on a 1-year deal. Cole Beasley, I think, is on the other side.
Old and was
30.
hurt towards the end of the season. You could use some depth there.
And especially when you're picking up Emmanuel Sanders to possibly replace John Brown, you're not getting any younger there.
Put it this way, at some point in this season, we're going to be clamoring for Duke Williams, and we don't want that. We want a guy better than that, correct?
Yeah, I want the whole Duke Williams and Christian Wade talks to just die.
I'm with you on the Duke Williams. I'm willing to feel out Christian Wade, honestly.
I'm not.
He needs a free season still.
Don't care.
I'm 100% with Jake on that.
I
don't know who-
should get depth at wide receiver. Is that what
That
you
we should stop with the Duke Williams and Christian Wade business. I'm a huge fan of.
He's not. I am.
Go on.
I'm
Talk about it after.
I'm fully attentive.
You were not, but that's fine.
I'm with.
I'm
leading.
safety position is something I'm really in on. Dean Marlowe was a big factor.
I can see that.
He played. He's gone. I think if you get a safety in a second or third, Hyde or Poyer are become expendable if you get a if you knock it out of the park. You just have to get that guy that can contribute. Usually in the first 3 rounds, you look for starters. You're not looking for a starter with the safety, but you're looking for someone that
You could, though.
can contribute.
Could be the starter.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely love to push out Jordan Poyer
Horrible in coverage.
from this
and
roster.
I'm completely okay with the defensive backfield. I'm
the state.
completely okay with the cornerback position.
But you want depth, and that's something I think they look into without D. Marlowe.
Yeah. Respect.
Where do I go? Where do I go for depth here? They've spent 2 third-round picks on running backs. Can you keep doing that? I don't know. Tight end. Give me some tight end depth this weekend. I don't care if it's from a draft pick, you trade for a guy. There are some talks about, Evan Ingram being available. There's some talks of Zach Ertz being available. Give me some tight end depth because I like Jacob Hollister. I like Dawson Knox, and I like how they fit into this offense, but I would like to see a little bit more of a stud out of that spot.
You think you can get a stud in later rounds in the draft at tight end?
I'm not sure. Maybe you use your picks to acquire. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that weekend I would like to see you build that there.
I mean, you got Brevin Jordan from Miami, 38 passes for 576 yards, 7
The Penn
touchdowns.
State guy I really like.
Penn State.
We can't say his name. I don't know how to say his name.
I can't say his name at all.
It's Fairmuth
so
or
which
something
makes
like
me
that?
think he will not be good in this league.
What?
Oh, yeah? You know how to
'cause
say
of his
Gronkowski
name.
back in the day?
Oh,
Or-
Pat Fairmuth.
Fairmuth, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very fun weekend. I always look at the draft as the beginning of summer. This is the beginning of summer here. It's May. It's going to be May.
Hey, I wish copyright wasn't a thing. I would definitely put that in.
JT will cut us a deal.
Guys, drop below if you would subscribe to our Patreon.
Or our OnlyFans.
Patreon only.
Ice in our veins, baby.
Guys, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, pretty much, at your point of view. But thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy the first round. That's the overarching theory.
Subscribe to Diamond Dave's OnlyFans.
Yes.
They're going to be looking up for a guy named Diamond Dave.
It's not going to be him.
Get into some hairy shit.